Wishing we had that weather.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be gorgeous and warm to start this week. You're stepping out the door to sunshine. That will be the case today and tomorrow. However, things change Thursday and Friday. We're looking at a likely hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico by Wednesday, and it will bring us heavy rain Thursday, Friday, and even into this upcoming weekend. Stepping out the door right now, most of us still in the 60s, so it still is that crisp, kind of cool morning, but we're about to round the corner to it feeling more like summer by this afternoon. 81 degrees when you eat lunch. We'll top out at 86 today. 3 and 6 p.m. it's 86 degrees. Your high temperatures right around 4 p.m. 86 in Atlanta, 86 in Covington, 84 in Carrollton. It will be 88 degrees in Rome today. As far as morning lows tomorrow, they'll be just slightly warmer than they were this morning. Still 50s for the mountains, upper 50s for North Georgia, low 60s for Metro Atlanta under clear skies. So another fall-like start tomorrow. Tomorrow will be warm and dry. Let's talk about the tropics. Potential Cyclone 6 sitting in the western Gulf of Mexico. Guys, the winds are already at 50 miles per hour, so technically it's already as strong as a tropical storm. As it organizes itself a little bit later on today, it is likely to be upgraded to Tropical Storm Francine, which is the 6th named storm of the season. Here is the current track in from the National Hurricane Center, likely to be a Category 1 hurricane on Wednesday, making landfall as a hurricane somewhere along the Louisiana coastline, so it is going to have a major impact on cities like New Orleans. It will ride up the Mississippi River as a remnant low. So the path of the storm stays to our west, but we're still going to see heavy rain. So here's a snapshot of Wednesday morning. You can see it is a Cat 1 hurricane making landfall in Louisiana. We will start to see heavy rain here sometime on Thursday, possibly Thursday evening. Some outer bands of showers work their way in. We could see rain as early as Thursday morning, though. So Thursday is the start of our first alert weather day. Friday, I expect very heavy rain at points throughout the day and possibly even storms, okay, through the day on Friday. So Friday's going to be the major impact day, but we're going to continue to see scattered showers Saturday and even Sunday. And through Sunday, we're looking at about 1 inch to possibly 2 inches of rain. Guys, we need this rain. We're back into very dry conditions after a pretty dry month of August. Some areas are also in a moderate drought in West Georgia, so this is really going to help us out. When we see heavy rain in September, it really helps the leaves color as they start to change in October. So this is not a bad thing, but it is going to impact your upcoming weekend plans. So putting it all together for you, 86 degrees today, 88 degrees tomorrow, mostly sunny skies. Starting to see clouds increase on Wednesday. It will be cloudy. That will keep things a little bit cooler. Scattered showers start to arrive on Thursday. Friday is the day where I expect the heaviest of the rain. And spotty showers are likely to continue into your weekend. Doesn't look like a washout right now this weekend, but certainly pretty wet as we head into the weekend. First Alert meteorologist Rodney Harris is here now.